Have you ever walked past someone sleeping on the streets of Memphis and wondered why? Homelessness here has become impossible to ignore. Over 2,000 people in this vibrant city are caught in the grip of economic hardship and soaring housing costs, leaving them without a home. In today's video, we'll take you inside the lives of Memphis's homeless community on the sidewalks and beneath the bridges in Memphis to hear their stories of struggle and hope. This isn't just a story of hardship. It's a call to action for the community and government alike, to recognize, empathize, and work together to build a better future. Don't forget to like and share if you find this video meaningful, and subscribe to join us on the journey ahead. Overview of the homeless situation in Memphis. Memphis is facing a growing homelessness crisis, with thousands of residents living without shelter. The city recorded its highest number of homeless individuals in 6 years during the 2023 point-in-time count, with over 1,200 people experiencing homelessness. This crisis affects not only single adults but also families with children, veterans, and unaccompanied youth. Many face serious challenges such as mental health issues, substance addiction, and domestic violence. The shortage of affordable housing, rising rents, and high eviction rates push more people into homelessness. Emergency shelters are overwhelmed, often resorting to placing mats in hallways and dining areas to accommodate everyone. Local government and community organizations are working tirelessly to provide support through shelter beds, healthcare services, legal aid, and rapid rehousing programs. Despite these efforts, limited resources and increasing demand mean the homelessness crisis in Memphis remains a significant challenge that requires a strong, collective response from society as a whole. The reality of homelessness in Memphis. The 2023 point-in-time census revealed a troubling increase in homelessness in Memphis. The total count of individuals experiencing homelessness rose to 1,292. Marking a 7% increase from the previous year and the highest figure the city has seen in 6 years. This growing number reflects deeper, systemic issues affecting vulnerable populations across the city. Breaking down the data reveals a diverse, yet deeply affected community. Single adults make up the majority, accounting for nearly 2/3 of those counted. Families with children represent a significant portion as well, with over 400 individuals living without stable housing. Veterans, who often face unique challenges, comprise more than 10% of the homeless population. Additionally, more than 10% are chronically homeless, living on the streets or in shelters for over a year while managing disabling health conditions. The health and social challenges linked to homelessness in Memphis are profound. Nearly half of those surveyed have been diagnosed with mental health disorders, and over a quarter struggle with substance use. The trauma extends to victims of domestic violence, who make up more than 1/5 of the homeless community. Youth homelessness is also a hidden crisis, with dozens of young people under 25 experiencing homelessness, including many unaccompanied minors. Tragically, homelessness in Memphis also carries a heavy human toll. In 2023 alone, 47 deaths were recorded among the homeless population, averaging almost 1 death per week. These sobering statistics highlight the urgent need for comprehensive support and solutions. How can our community come together to address these challenges and change the future for the homeless in Memphis? Share your thoughts and ideas below. Your voice matters. Geographical distribution and concentration. Homelessness in Memphis is unevenly spread across the city, with a clear epicenter located downtown in Census Tract 41. This area experiences an exceptionally high density of unsheltered individuals, exceeding 120 people per square mile. The concentration here reflects both the availability of outreach services and the presence of temporary encampments. Across Memphis, roughly 13% of the homeless population lives without shelter, but this figure doubles in neighborhoods surrounding the Midtown Poplar Corridor. These areas have become focal points where the crisis visibly manifests, fueled by a lack of affordable housing and limited shelter capacity. Memphis's homeless residents often establish semi-permanent camps in specific locations such as beneath the I-240 highway interchange, along the railroad spurs in North Memphis, and near Riverside Drive's levee. These sites offer some protection and community, but also highlight the ongoing struggle to provide adequate housing and support for those living on the margins. Housing infrastructure and housing pressure. Memphis currently offers a total of 35 year-round shelter beds to accommodate those without a home. Despite this, the demand far exceeds supply, especially during the winter months when shelter occupancy rates soar to an overwhelming 102%. This leads shelters to resort to placing mats in hallways and dining areas just to provide some form of refuge for everyone seeking help. Families looking for shelter face wait times of 11 to 13 days before they can be accommodated. Single adults face even more uncertainty, often entering a nightly lottery system for beds where only about 1 in 3 applicants secure a spot. This scarcity leaves many without stable shelter options, forcing them to endure harsh conditions outdoor. Housing affordability continues to worsen as median rents have surged by 18% between 2021 and 2024. The eviction crisis compounds the problem, with Shelby County filing approximately 34,000 eviction cases in 2023 alone, an average of 93 every day. Furthermore, nearly a quarter of Memphis households spend more than half their income on housing, leaving them vulnerable to financial shocks that can quickly lead to homelessness. These statistics only scratch the surface of the housing crisis facing Memphis. To truly understand the human impact, we must look beyond the numbers to the personal stories of those struggling with homelessness in Memphis, stories of hardship, resilience, and the urgent need for systemic change. Stories behind the numbers. The crisis of homelessness in Memphis is not just about statistics. It's about real people facing unimaginable struggles every day. Take the warehouse worker who lost his job and now sleeps in his car by the river. His story is one of sudden hardships that many face in silence. Then there is the grandmother forced out of her home, now caring for 2 grandchildren in a cramped motel room after eviction. Her resilience highlights how families are pushed to the brink, struggling to find stability amid uncertainty. Among the most vulnerable are veterans grappling with PTSD, like the man living beneath the Hernando Dotto Bridge. His situation sheds light on the long-lasting effects of trauma and the gaps in support systems. Life for those experiencing homelessness in Memphis is a constant fight, not only for a safe place to sleep, but also for basic necessities like food, medicine, safety, and dignity. These personal stories reveal the human face behind the cold numbers and compel us to look deeper. Social support systems and relief organizations. The fight against homelessness in Memphis relies on a complex network of social support systems and relief organizations working tirelessly to provide aid. At the center of this effort is the Community Alliance for the Homeless, CFT, which serves as the lead agency for the Shelby County Continuum of Care. CFT manages over $18 million in federal grants annually, distributing funds across 94 projects that range from street outreach programs to long-term supportive housing developments. This coordination ensures that vulnerable populations have access to a variety of services tailored to their specific needs. Local government agencies also play a critical role. The Shelby County Division of Community Services oversees emergency grant funding and rapid rehousing assistance, managing a 211 hotline that handled more than 64,000 calls for housing help in 2023 alone. In addition, the county's homeless court system has successfully cleared over 1,000 misdemeanor cases, removing legal barriers that often prevent individuals from securing housing or employment. Despite these efforts, the demand for shelter beds far exceeds supply. Currently, Memphis offers just over 1,000 emergency shelter beds, along with transitional and permanent supportive housing units. Programs like PATH provide mental health support to more than 1,000 individuals struggling with severe psychiatric conditions. While HUD-VSH vouchers have helped reduce veteran homelessness by nearly half since 2015. Other initiatives, such as Memphis Hotel Voucher Program and mobile health clinics, address immediate needs ranging from safe shelter to medical care. However, significant challenges remain. Wait times for addiction treatment average nearly 3 weeks, far longer than the critical window when many individuals are ready for help. Bureaucratic hurdles disqualify a large portion of applicants, and fragmented data systems cause inefficiencies in service delivery. Meanwhile, the loss of affordable housing units at a rate of 600 per year threatens to overwhelm existing support structures. Understanding these limitations is essential as we delve into the deeper causes driving the homeless population in Memphis. Only by addressing root issues can sustainable solutions emerge. The root causes of homelessness in Memphis. Homelessness in Memphis is rooted in a complex mix of economic hardship, housing shortages, health crises, and long-standing racial inequalities. Poverty stands as the most glaring factor. With a staggering 22.6% overall poverty rate and an even higher 36.3% among children, Memphis ranks among the poorest large cities in the United States. Many families struggle just to put food on the table, working multiple part-time jobs without benefits, while seniors face impossible choices between buying medication or paying rent. A sudden medical emergency or unexpected job loss can easily push already vulnerable households over the edge into homelessness. Closely tied to poverty is the severe lack of affordable housing. The city currently needs an estimated 33,000 additional affordable units targeted to extremely low-income families. However, rising construction costs and the trend of investors buying older apartment complexes to convert them into luxury units or short-term rentals only worsen the problem. Meanwhile, eviction rates in Memphis are more than double the national average, and having an eviction record creates a lasting barrier, making it incredibly difficult for many to secure housing in the future. Mental health and substance abuse also play a critical role. Tennessee consistently ranks near the bottom nationally in per capita mental health funding, leaving public treatment programs overwhelmed and waitlists months long. A severe shortage of psychiatrists means many individuals cycle in and out of hospitals and even jail, rather than receiving steady care. The opioid epidemic, fueled by fentanyl and methamphetamine, compounds these challenges and accelerates the path into chronic homelessness. Overlaying all these issues is a deeply entrenched history of racial inequality. Decades of discriminatory urban planning, underinvestment, and limited access to education and job opportunities have disproportionately affected Black communities. Predatory lending practices and restricted access to supportive services only deepen the cycle of poverty. Barriers such as credit scoring and landlord screening further prevent many from accessing stable housing. Understanding these root causes is essential before exploring the programs and policies Memphis has put in place to address this crisis. The city's response reflects a multifaceted approach designed to tackle homelessness in Memphis from every angle. Memphis government programs and policies. Memphis has developed a comprehensive framework to address the growing crisis of homelessness. Central to these efforts is the 901 Home Together Plan, a multi-year strategy with clear goals. Reduce unsheltered homelessness by 25% within 3 years, eliminate veteran homelessness, and ensure no family remains without emergency shelter for longer than 30 days. This ambitious blueprint serves as a foundation for coordinated action across various city agencies and community partners. Funding for these initiatives comes from multiple streams. The Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, dedicates 15% of its budget, approximately $3 million annually, to homelessness prevention. In addition, the Home Investment Partnerships Program contributes around $5 million to finance affordable housing projects. Collaborating closely with the Tennessee Housing Development Agency, Memphis leverages low-income housing tax credits to unlock the construction of 420 deeply affordable housing units expected to open by 2026. Notably, developments funded through this pipeline must reserve at least 20% of units for formerly homeless households, with social services provided on-site to support their transition. The city's Continuum of Care network, encompassing over 60 agencies, utilizes a shared homeless management information system called ISHMIS. This enables a Housing First Plus model focused on rapid rehousing within 90 days, supplemented by mental health and employment services lasting from 12 to 24 months. To enhance outreach effectiveness, Memphis employs advanced tools like AMS Analytics, which identifies high-risk individuals in real time, reducing shelter wait times during severe weather emergencies. Veteran homelessness has seen marked improvements through the expansion of HUD VSH vouchers, adding 150 new vouchers in 2024. Alongside increased staff for the PATH program dedicated to those with serious mental illnesses. A landlord risk mitigation fund further removes barriers by reimbursing property owners for damages and unpaid rent related to tenants with eviction histories. Legal assistance also plays a critical role. The Memphis Eviction Diversion Initiative, MEDI, places attorneys and mediators in housing court, resolving roughly 120 cases monthly and preventing nearly 400 evictions each quarter. Rapid financial support is facilitated through a digital portal, enabling emergency rental assistance disbursements within 72 hours. Finally, the Hire 901 program bridges the gap between shelter and employment by guaranteeing job interviews to homeless individuals who complete workforce readiness training. This multifaceted approach reflects Memphis's commitment to not only provide immediate relief, but also empower residents to regain stability. Proposed and recommended solutions to end homelessness. To effectively tackle homelessness in Memphis, a multifaceted approach is essential. Creating a landlord partnership fund with risk insurance and incentives would encourage more property owners to rent to low-income tenants, easing housing access for the homeless in Memphis. Shelter systems also need improvement. Converting unused public buildings and motels into 24/7 navigation centers offering lockers, pet care, and on-site social workers would provide safer, more supportive environments. Medical triage services should be integrated for immediate health care. Coordination among case managers, mental health professionals, and job coaches sharing real-time data is key. A clear support pathway, from detox and counseling to job training and apprenticeships, can guide individuals to stable housing and employment. Involving formerly homeless people in policymaking ensures solutions are practical. Preventing homelessness requires free legal aid for eviction cases and emergency financial assistance delivered quickly to families in crisis. Community financial education can help households manage resources and avoid future risks. These combined efforts offer a path from managing to ending homelessness. Now, let's consider further recommendations that could transform Memphis's approach to these urgent issues. Conclusion. Consensus and collective action are needed. Homelessness in Memphis reflects deep-rooted economic, social, and health challenges that require bold and united action. It will take innovative strategies in the collaboration of government, nonprofits, businesses, and individuals to create lasting change. The goal is to make homelessness in Memphis rare, short-lived, and never repeated. Real progress depends on compassionate policies and a community willing to come together for those in need. We want to hear from you. Please leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. What topics about homelessness in Memphis would you like us to cover next? Your voice matters. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow our journey in bringing light to these stories.